Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. As we'll see, the Titans taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rams will put toe to leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Titans offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a man. It's Beebe. Makes the catch. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Titans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Shakes off the defender. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Titans will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So Colorado State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Back to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
And the Rams are marching down the field. They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got it in the middle. It's Winfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Snap in the shotgun. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Colorado State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive covered 57 yards for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Beebe. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Lets it fly. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
When you're a quarterback and you throw a comeback route, you really trust your wide receiver, and he's going to do what he's supposed to do. Obviously, all the way out towards the sideline, making it look like he's running way down the field. Nice connection between quarterback and wide receiver.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action. Here's the pressure. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. The Titans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. This time it's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Rams trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Winfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun. Wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Rams have this offense rolling. On the run, it's Marshall. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence.
For this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Makes the grab over the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Rams have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first. Was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Rams back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And that one's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Looking downfield, it's Beebe. Throws to the back. He makes the grab. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hall. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Titans.
Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Beebe. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He's got his man, makes the grab. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Rams will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Colorado State. A great catch and run for 6.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Completes it in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked.
Turning on the Jets. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Got his man in the middle. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Rams pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first down. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. To the air, it's Beebe. Finds his man, it's Smallwood. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready.
There he goes. Hits a seam wide open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Wants to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Hall. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Good enough for first down.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Back to pass, it's Beebe. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Titans. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Titans.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Coleman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to San Diego State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Winfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. A little screen to the running back.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And the Rams will line it up on 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Scanning the field, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Wide open spaces. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Looking to throw, it's Beebe. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Titans come to the line in the hurry-up. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught. On the move at the 30. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Titans with the 1st and 10.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Working that wide receiver screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air, it's Beebe. Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Titans. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Quickly complete. Running free. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this.
Touchdown, Colorado State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Beebe. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Right on target this time. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The Titans in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Titans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Colorado State. And the route is on.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 11 over Kansas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Working that left side now. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Titans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Beebe. Makes the grab. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
To the air on 1st down. Scrambling away. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Titans can really attack on this 2nd and short.
29 Philly. 2-9.
Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. He's got it down the left side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Hall.
On the ball.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Back to throw, it's Beebe. It's complete on the right side.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
Oh, a lot of space. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
And the Titans will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game.
Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Touchdown Titans. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The quick out.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws to the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Quick completion on the out route. At the 45 on his way. He's loose. Touchdown Rams. And the pummeling has started.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. After this, it'll be a wrap. Dropping back, it's Beebe. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.